another week and welcome back to the channel. You joined me, a completely different Anthony to last week. After filming last week, I was down here and then I went down a bit more because I got a phone call on my Dacia Sandero. Apparently he was dead, wouldn't start or anything like that. Turned out to be a battery which just kind of decided to drop dead out of the blue. That's just the way it goes. Still had this original battery on that as well. But do you want to know why I'm a completely different Anthony? We'll walk over here and we'll have a look, shall we? Obviously, Clio. Took a deposit on that. That's going out. I've still got the Citroen C1. And I've also got this lovely Hyundai i10 in. Had a lot of interest in that car. A lot. I haven't advertised it yet because I'm just getting so much interest just on the pre-prepared photos. And I've actually got a viewing on that in about 50 minutes. They come to look at that and that. But do you want to know why I'm in such a good mood? Where's everything gone? So, the Clio, the black one, 6.6 plate, that's been dropped down for an MOT. And then the Panda is round the back, making a start on getting that valeted up. I have sold the A-Class and the blue Clio. Now, these were cars in my last video I was complaining about. So guess what? What I'm going to do is, if they're not selling, I'm going to come and complain to you lot about them. Because last time I did that as well, it happened. I was complaining about the Skoda Fabia, the estate one, and something else. And then, bang, they sold that week. So what I'm going to do, keep on doing, is I'm just going to keep on complaining to you. And hopefully things will just keep selling. Mind is blown. It just went mental on Friday and Saturday. I just had somebody ring me up, bang, come look at the A-Class. He turned up, bought it. And then on Saturday, I had 3 viewings on a Saturday. Somebody came to look at the i10. Somebody came to look at the blue Clio. And somebody also came and looked at, obviously, the grey Clio. Now, all 3 of them actually wanted to originally come and buy the blue Clio. So people who bought the Clio first actually came to look at the C1, but she was a tall lady, young lady, and she was hitting her knee when she was taking the foot off the pedal. So I suggested to have a look at the Clio, or one of the Clios. She made a beeline for the blue one, bought it, drove it away, happy as Larry. As I was walking out the office, somebody else turned up. They were actually supposed to be here earlier, so they missed out. Their own fault, really. And they ended up looking around the Hyundai. They ended up shooting me a stupid offer later in the day. So that doesn't look like it's coming through, but I already had loads of interest in that anyway. And then the people who bought the grey Clio were actually coming to look at the blue Clio as well. But also another thing is the people who came to buy the blue Clio were also interested in the Sandero, but that's sold. So they just said, we'll come down and have a look at what you've got. They never told me what they wanted to look at. They actually wanted to look at the blue Clio. So yeah, it's just crazy how I've had nothing on that blue Clio, and then all of a sudden, as quick as that, I've had 3 people on it. So I'm going to keep on complaining at you lot. So you've done it to yourself now. But other than that, what I need to do is I need to get the Panda washed, get that up for sale, sharpish, and I need to go buying some cars. BCA at the minute is absolutely diabolical. The cheaper end stuff has all got silly miles on it that I just have no interest in. If I'm wanting something that's good retail stock of me, I'm going to have to be paying like a couple of grand, it appears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to suss it out and check Wilson's. They obviously rang me on Friday, so they're not busy, so I'm hoping that if I was to go down there, it'll be quiet and there wouldn't be a lot of people fighting for cars, but I've got to suss it out to see as to whether they've actually got something for me to buy. So hopefully you can potentially get something on the somebody on the I-10, and then I've got one car. So the black Clio needs to be done, because I've actually got somebody interested in that already. And then yeah, it looks like I've gone from one problem to another. It looks, doesn't it? But hopefully we can get cracked on and get things done, and hopefully get some more sold. That'd be a good thing, wouldn't it? So we're on making movements with the Panda. We're just giving it a bit of a clean up, giving it a bit of a tar and glue at the minute, and just giving it a wipe down and that. Really nice car, this really nice car. Low mileage. It has been MOT'd. Does have a couple of advisories on corrosion, the back axle and the coil springs. They're still on there, but I have undersealed them. It's not in bad nick. It's a bit dull and a bit faded, so it looks like I'm probably going to have to give it a machine polish. But overall, it is in good nick. It just needs a bit of love. I have got that centre cap on the way as well, which should be here today, hopefully. But we'll just look at it now, as it is, and then we'll see what it's like once I'm done with it. Let's just take it in as to how different this now looks. What a transformation. This has gone from being a bit of a tired looking car, a bit neglected, to it now looks like a fantastic 40,000 mile example. What have I done to this car? It's been serviced and MOT'd. It's 4 new tyres, new brakes on the front. It's had a bottom arm. And I think there might be something else, but I can't remember. Well, it's a patch of weld in the bottom corner, and obviously the management light. But look at it. Look at it. This has come up an absolute treat. I am really happy with this. It is a completely different car to what it was this morning. And then we're on getting the Clio done as well. This is looking absolutely bang on also. And then in other news as well, if we come out here, we'll notice the BMW's gone. I've just sold that. So all them people that said to me it was scrap, I should have bin it off and be done with it. Take that for you, yeah? Just goes to show I do know what I'm doing from time to time. Yes, I may have gave a bit too much for it. It got the deal done. Still making money at the end of the day. I gave 545 for it. I've just sold it for 400 quid. Took a little bit of a hit on it, but it got it gone. Got some money in my pocket. That's all I'm bothered about. I do think, yes, I overpaid for it, but at the end of the day, they got the deal done, and I'm still making a wage out of it. So that is that. While I'm out here as well, I'll have a show of you. I've had my Astra painted. I've had this bumper corner done and into the wing. That's looking sharp as a button. Round here, I've had the sill and the bottom of the door painted, and that's looking sharp as well. And then I've had this bumper corner done. I've actually had the whole bumper painted because there was a little bit down here as well that needed doing. So I've had the whole bumper painted. It looks absolutely sharp. It's almost too clean for me now. But I've really enjoyed using this car. So I thought, why not make it look nice? I was treating myself when I bought it rather than driving around in the Dacia all the time. So I might as well make it nice. In other news, Cadillac has still done nothing with it. Just can't decide what to do. So it'll just stay there. As long as everything's selling, it doesn't bother me. So So we're going to end the Monday there. What a day it has been. I've had a couple of viewings on the C1 as well. So it just goes to show that I should just keep on complaining to you lovely folks. I'm knackered though. I've been running around, I've been polishing that car, been doing this, doing that and doing that. Knackered. I think it's time to go home and have myself some bait as well, because I haven't eaten today and I've only had 1 cup of coffee, so I'm lagging. Oh, and just in case you're wondering, it wasn't out the front. I haven't sold it, it's just here on charge. So that's all that's happening with that at the minute. So, things happening. These 3 are the only ones I have for sale at the moment. I've just sold the Fiat 500. That's good news. That is good news. Quite simply just freeing up money more than anything. I have made some money, but it was more freeing up the cash. I've just been and bought one as well, because I need stock. Which bought a 12 plate Picanto. A bit tatty around the edges. It wants a bit of TLC and a bit of love. But I can do that. That's not a problem at all. So, yeah, what you see is what I have at the moment. I've got the Clio going out on Saturday. Today is Thursday. And I need to sort out something with the C4. Need to get that sorted. Feel like I'm missing something. I don't think I have a lot of cars at the minute. That's not good. So I need to get spending. But thankfully, after selling all these cars, I've got a chunk of change in my pocket. So hopefully I can get them sold. And as well, I've just agreed to sell the Cadillac. That's going to scrap, unfortunately. Quite simply because it's just impossible to get stuff for. Is it fixable? Yeah, probably is. You know, once it's engine rebuilding, essentially, but find parts for it, impossible. I even had a look at it for an engine for it, 1,500 quid, because they're just as rare as hen's teeth in this country. You may be able to pick one up for next to nothing over in America, but over here, sorry if you want brakes, essentially, but everything else is just so difficult. So that's going. I'm getting 200 quid for it, so I am down. I'm down 200 quid. But hey ho, it is what it is. I knew I shouldn't have bought it, but it just gets it gone out the way. It takes up a lot of space, and it just means that I can then put that money towards something more productive, shall we say. So that is it. It has gone. It's going to scrap. Doesn't surprise me if it's parked in the front of a shop or used to rip out a cash machine. I've got a name and address. That's all that matters. I know the name's real. Whether the address is real, I don't know. But that doesn't matter to me. Disappointed to see it go. It put up a fight at the end. Put it on charge because the battery was goosed. And it decided to lock itself, and the central lock and just died on it. So we had to pop a window to get into it. Yeah, shame to see it go. Look, I shouldn't have bought it. I know I shouldn't. It is what it is. I've taken full advantage of this busy spell. Last Friday, I'd only sold 3 cars. I've now sold 7. I wish every week was like this. If every week was like this, I would be a happy man. But it's just how it goes sometimes. All the stars aligned and things like that, and they did the things, and all of a sudden people turned up. That's all that matters to me. I'll get you flipped round because I want to show you this little Clio. Look how this little gem's turned out. So I'm just doing some finishing touches on this one. This one's going out on Saturday. It's now Thursday. I'm just doing some finishing touches. I put an auxiliary belt on. When the customer came by, they noticed it was a bit cracked. I said, I'll be honest, I probably should have been noted by the garage. But hey, we're all human. We all miss things. It's not the end of the world. But look at it. Sparkling. I know hasn't featured too much because I try not to show you too many Clios because I do them all the time. But yeah, look at this. sparkling. I love this colour. This is a very nice colour. I've had one of these before. What have I done in terms of the interior? I'm saying me. I did get my nephew's been doing some valets for me, and I did get him to do it. So it's had front seats have been wet cleaned. These fabrics were quite stained. In the back, again, not too bad. We've even done the mats and the carpets. Things are absolutely sparkling. I did buy a remote and a new SD card for the sat nav because that wasn't working correctly. Luckily, I was concerned whether they would just be straight swaps. It turned out it has been. All I need to do is get some batteries for the remote. So you know, for future reference, I won't put it back together properly, but when these are pushed together, there's a little metal tab you just push down, pop out, this pops out, and this just takes some AAAs. As long as I put some AAAs in it and it works, we're all good, because this, but it also came with the proper holder as well, which that alone is about 30 quid, and I haven't long since bought one of these for 35 quid, and with an SD card, all as one was £50, which I thought was a bargain. I was looking, people were wanting 25 quid just for the SD card, so I have bought an absolute bargain here, and I'm finding I have to buy these all the time. These are just Bluetooth. You don't need to sync them or anything like that. You just put them in the car and they connect that way, so you don't need to do anything fancy there. But I just need to get some batteries in. It is a good sign that the person selling it has actually probably cared a bit, because sometimes when you leave batteries and stuff, they can leak and knack it. So shows they've cared. But look, plastics have come out nice. I have been out buying some stuff for treating the plastics, and I'll be honest, it's done a decent job. We'll have a look at what it is I've been buying. It's not flash, it's not fancy. I don't do things like that. So it's just inside and out, just plastic shine. So it's actually done a real good job on the inside. I haven't used it on the outside, because I'll be honest, I don't think it's going to be much good for that. And as well, I've been buying this as well. This scented odor eliminator. I think this was only 3 or 4 quid for this bottle. Smells really nice. I was having a look around some of the stuff when I was at Halfords, and some of the nicer stuff just didn't smell nowhere near as nice as this. This is this has got like a berry sort of scent to it. It's really nice. So all I do is in the back, 1, 2, and then on the seats, 1, and then 1 in the footwell, and again for the other side. And then 1, 2 in the boot. It smells really, really nice. Yeah. So now the customer did actually see this car before it had been valeted. So I'm very intrigued as to see what the response was, because it was a bit of a minging car, but I put my nephew to work and he's done a decent job. I've trained him, and he's getting there. He's still got a little bit of work to do to make sure he gets to be perfect, but I'm not perfect, so I'm just going to train him up the best I can, and so far he's doing all right. We're finishing off the week with a bang as well. I've only gone and sold the Hyundai i10. So this month is starting off good. 1 in the bag, and then we've got the Clio going out tomorrow as well. Drastically running out of cars. I have been and bought a Focus 60 plate diesel one. 95,000 miles, was really cheap, so I'm hesitant. It was on a buy it now from BCA at £300 plus fees. Retail is 1995. Good history, 10 stamps. So hopefully that's good. But can't go too wrong, can you, for that sort of money? Yeah, getting a bit of trickling interest in these other two. I'm actually drumming up a bit of interest in the C1 as well, which is good news because that needs to go. The Panda's getting a bit of interest as well. I'll be honest, I'm looking at that and smiling. But as well with this, I did reach out to uh, the relative of the previous owner, the gentleman who unfortunately has dementia. And I reached out to them and I said, look, I've touched after meeting your granddad. What I would like to do is in his name, I'd like to make, once it's sold from the profit, I'd like to make a small donation to a dementia charity in his name, which warms my old heart a little bit. So it's a nice thing to do. There's good profit in it once it's all sorted. I have ordered a lambda sensor for it. I did say in the last weekly that I was going to monitor it. It took a good while to come back on. It'd been for a retest and everything. It'd been drove about and things like that. It took a while to come back on, but it came back on. So I've got one. It's in the office. I'm going to put it in on Monday. So it's going to be 100%. So really is a cracking car, and it'll be nice. I'm not saying that it's going to be a massive donation, 50, 100 quid, but it's 50, 100 quid that charity didn't have, and that charity will definitely need more than me. So it's nice to kind of do it when you're busy and like this and you're doing well. It's nice to be able to give back just a little bit. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I love the support that I get from you, and keep an eye out for next week as well. There's a little video coming out that I came across on my phone that I started filming a while ago. So you'll have to keep an eye out for that one, and I'll catch yous on the next one.